Hey there, my gorgeous goddesses, and welcome to my series on the soft life. Morning Bliss Hits with Joe wants to help you shift into a life that just feels calmer inside your body. And that is what the soft life is. It's a frequency. Just like the wife frequency, the soft life is a frequency of relaxation. I'm in no hurry to get anywhere. Everything is taken care of. I don't have to worry about it. Trusting, not blindly, but trusting in the truth, trusting in the laws of nature, trusting that things are cyclical. Trust that the feelings inside your body are your messengers as to which step you take next. And also trust yourself to know that investing in you is your greatest ROI. Not investing in clothes to put on you, but investing in you. Learn the skills it takes to adopt the soft life, because then it's effortless to live the life that you feel safe in. Adopting soft life habits to keep that frequency soft is going to repel people. They're going to question you. They're going to be triggered by you. They are going to give you their opinions. And one of the biggest frequency holders under soft life is to be able to hold it. So let's go over a couple shifts on how you can hold this beautiful soft life without it taking up more time, taking up more space. It's not so much that you're automating it. What you're doing is you're surrendering to it. And the first thing we're going to talk about is discipline. Living the life that we live in today's world, we're disciplined. We have to be. We get up for work. We do what we need to do. We have our self-identity. We have our children. We have our family. We have so much going on that we feel we need to stay disciplined and on top of things. And what I want to encourage you to do in order to adopt the soft life frequency is turn that discipline into devotion. So instead of getting your to-do list done, figure out what feels good for you to get something done. And if something doesn't feel good for you to get done, like you have to make a phone call, then devote some time to yourself to either write in a journal or talk to a friend. I feel stuck making this phone call. Why? I feel things in my head. I feel like my heart's ready to explode. I wonder what's here for me. A woman that is devoted to not just staying on top of things, but is able to fluidity move things around because she has them organized in little micro habits, where just like the Tetris game, you can just move them around. You don't feel good one morning. Well, you don't have to be stuck doing something that causes you anxiety or guilt if you don't do everything on the list. That's a very masculine energy container, and although it has its purpose in our lives, it's not the only way to organize our lives. Organizing our lives around our cyclical nature, only working when we feel like working, laying down immediately when we feel like laying down, is going to give us more energy than pushing through. The second thing I want to talk to you about is diet or lifestyle. Diet seems so harsh. What diet are you going to be on? It follows certain parameters. you're on the diet for a certain amount of time, maybe before vacation, and then you're done with it. And when we hear the word diet, that's kind of what we think. We're just going to do it to get to a certain thing. We have a certain goal. We're chasing something. And as soon as we get there, we're going to abandon the diet. And many times we find ourselves gaining even more weight than we did before. So I invite you, instead of going on a diet, shift that to a lifestyle. And if you're really interested in calling it a diet, call it the attention diet. Your new diet is to pay attention to everything you put in your body, whether it's food in your mouth, in your ears. What are you listening to? What kind of songs are you listening to? What kind of words are going into your ears? What kind of news are you listening to? Do you have a fur ball sitting in your chest? What's keeping that there? Well, what's keeping that there is because trying these little things and then finding out that they don't work or abandoning them as soon as you reach your goal is what is keeping us stuck. Creating a lifestyle that is effortless because you paid attention to what you put in your mouth. In my case, I started the ketogenic diet when I was on my last nerve with how I was treating my body. I didn't have the insight to have these conversations with her 6 or 7 years ago, but I knew something was wrong. Blood tests weren't coming back. I was already being suggested another medication to take because I was pre-diabetic. I knew at that moment I created that problem, and I was going to create a new identity out of that. And over research, over the course of a year, I found the ketogenic diet. I went on it. I practiced recipes with a friend. I found an app to track my macros. I had a little notebook that I did my blood test and my measurements in. And in the course of 3 years, I had lost over 120 pounds. I had reversed all of the diseases that were starting to take over my body to the point where everything comes back with a biological age in my late 30s. How do you do that? You don't do it by going on a diet. You do it by showing devotion to the one human on the planet that God gave you sole authority over. That one human. And in order to create a lifestyle, you need to create a relationship with her. It's easy just to go on a diet, get it done, and move forward. But I know that you have noticed, and so have I in the past, that it doesn't stick. All right, the third thing I want to go over is I want to go over R&R and rest. Going on vacation, taking a little R&R, is that really rest? Or is it just smoke and mirrors to distract you from the shitty job that you're in for a week until you have to go back and then do the same Groundhog Day all over again? And you really don't R&R or vacation because you have so much to do. Maybe you're going somewhere new and you're waking up at 4 a.m. to get down into the port of call so you could go on your tour. Maybe you have very long flights, and by the time you get home, you're just exhausted. Your body is not on board for that. So even though maybe your mind rested, your body didn't. True rest, especially for a woman, because her cycles are 28 days long. Her hormonal cycles are 28 days long. Every day is different for her. So working, and then taking the weekend off doesn't work for her. Working for 5 weeks in a row with just weekends off and then going on vacation for a week and taking care of her whole family and then coming home to extra laundry, less sleep, and then getting back to work. That's not true rest. That's smoke and mirrors. And we convince ourselves that yes, vacation was lovely when all we were thinking about was getting back to the 1,000 emails that were going to be in my inbox. True rest is a devotion that you give yourself every day, even if you work full time and have kids. Carving out that 1 minute where you don't have to be energetically suspended over your bed because you can't relax, or you have to take one more pill because of your restless leg syndrome. The soft life isn't something you just step into. You do step into it, but you don't step into it by doing more. You step into it by doing less. Can your nervous system handle doing less without feeling guilty? Check out the Yumminess Revolution and join the other women that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. We don't want to take another medication because we're afraid to feel our feelings. We want to be able to feel our feelings without World War III happening. This is the container you need to be in. Check out my other playlists. If I resonate with you, check out the Yumminess Revolution. I'd love to see you in my containers. All right. Ciao for now.